Today's video is Chapter 5, Lesson 3 and Chapter 5, Lesson 4. We're going to talk about multi-step inequalities and compound inequalities. All right, here's our first example of a multi-step inequality. I want to get rid of the 10 and the negative 2. I also notice that the letter is on the right-hand side, so I can either change it right now or I can change it at the end. I think I'll reverse it right now because it just bothers me that it's on the right. So I have 10 minus 2w, 23 over here. It's eating the 23. All right, so now I've got two numbers to get rid of, the 10 and the negative 2. I want to go backwards of PEMDAS, so I'm going to add or subtract first because that would be the last thing in PEMDAS. Minus 10 on both sides, cross that out. Negative 2w is less than or equal to 13. Now I get rid of the negative 2, divide by negative 2 on both sides. Don't forget when you multiply or divide by a negative, now we're going to change the direction of the alligator mouth. And I get w is greater than or equal to negative 6.5. All right, so I've got my number line with a couple of neighbors. I'm going to have a closed dot at negative 6.5. And then I'm going to color to the right. All right, this is your question to work out. 43 is greater than negative 4y plus 11. Which choice is the correct answer? The correct answer was y is greater than negative 8. So if you look back, I rewrote it so that the letter was on the left. I subtracted 11 and got 32. I divided by negative 4, which means I switched the sign. Here's your next question to work out. This has the distributive property, so don't forget to do that first. Multiply by 2, multiply by negative 3. You're going to end up with letters and numbers on each side, and so put all your letters together, preferably on the left. Put all your numbers on the right. Good luck. The final answer was h is less than 36. So my first step was to distribute. That's how I get 2h plus 12. Negative 3 times a positive 8 is a negative 24, but a negative times a negative is a positive, so plus 3h. Then my green step is to subtract the 3h because I like all my letters on the left. That ended up with negative 1h. I rewrote it in purple. Get rid of the 12 by subtracting 12. That gives me negative 36. Rewrite it in purple again. I don't want negative h, I want positive h, so I'm dividing by negative 1. Whenever you divide by a negative, you have to change the direction of the alligator mouth. So h is less than positive 36. All right, let's talk about compound inequalities. There are going to be two inequalities, and they're going to have one of these conjunctions in the middle. If the conjunction is and, it's usually going to turn out looking like this. You'll have some sort of a dot, could be open or closed, some sort of a dot, open or closed, and you're shading in between. Or usually looks like this, not always, but one dot open or closed going to the left, the other dot open or closed going to the right. Everything in pink is the answer. So all of this is the answer. Everything here is the answer, just not this. Just not going forever in each direction. So let's see what that would look like. If x is less than 8 and greater than or equal to 2. So our answer has to be both of these, has to be this one and this one. Less than 8 is open dot, color left. Greater than 2, greater than or equal to 2 is closed dot, color right. So if we want it to be both of these, it has to be where they overlap each other. Then that means 2 between 2 and 8, including 2 but not including 8. It has to be less than this guy and greater than this guy. So my final answer is right here, closed dot, open dot, color where they overlap. They overlap in this section. This question right here could have been written like this. X is less than 8, but greater than or equal to 2. And this kind of makes more sense. Sometimes they'll have the actual word and, but sometimes they'll write it this way. This is an and question. And it looks like X is between 2 and 8. X is between 2 and 8. Our answers are the numbers between 2 and 8. Closed dot, open dot. Your questions will actually make you solve them before you start graphing. So this is an and question, an in between. We kind of know what it's going to look like. Now we have to figure out the end dots. So I'm going to take this piece and make it one of my questions. And then I'm going to take this piece and make it my other question. I now have two inequalities to solve and graph and find where they overlap. So I got 1 and 7. X is greater than or equal to 1, but it's less than 7. So I now know where to graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 1 gets the closed dot. The 7 gets the open dot, and I color in between. Here's an example of an or question. We're going to solve each one separately and graph them, and they're going to go in opposite directions. All right, solving them ended up being x is less than 3 or x is greater than or equal to 8. So I subtracted 1, I got a 12. Rewrite it, divide by 4, that gives me 3. Subtract 2 gives me 1. Multiply by 8 gives me 8. All right, so now on my number line, I know that I need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know that my 3 is an open dot, my 8's a closed dot. I know that my 3 is going to be less than 3, so it's going to the left. Greater than 8 is going to the right. So the answer is anything in green. The answer could be this piece or this piece, just not in the middle. All right, so let me show you there's an exception here. If I erase this alligator mouth and redraw this, there's my 8, and I make the alligator mouth be a less than. Make it be a less than, make it be a less than. This is saying the answer is everything less than 3 or everything less than 8. And so open dot at 8, color to the left. Well, that looks kind of sloppy, so I'm going to make a new picture, and open dot, not at 9, open dot at 8, color to the left. This is the answer. So they can both go in the same direction, and one kind of goes on top of the other one. So if the answer is purple or green, then let's make a prettier picture and just show it as one. We don't need to show it as two separate open dots and coloring to the left. Here is your last question. A company is manufacturing an action figure that must be at least 11.2 centimeters and at most 11.4 centimeters tall. What I would like for you to do is explain in a sentence the graph. Explain what the picture would look like of that inequality. Use words like open dot, closed dot, shade to the left, shade to the right, shade in between. That's the kind of words I'm looking for in your description. What I was looking for is for you to say a closed dot at 11.2, a closed dot at 11.4, and shade in the middle. It's had the word and is where it's in between. So we're shading in between 11.2 and 11.4, and the company is happy if it's 11.2. It can be exactly 11.2, so it's closed in. It can be exactly 11.4, so that is a closed in dot.